Hey, 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 hey,
Hey.
hey. Oh, go. Hello, everybody. It is another Wednesday evening, and we go live as usual. We are the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew, and we actually have a lot of stories to cover. There was so much foolishness in the news that we may be bringing you more stories than normal. That's how crazy it was this week. But before we go into anything, we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves in alphabetical order.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Carcia. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on these internets. Thank you to Radio Regent, who syndicates our show through iHeartRadio every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to check us out. We have our live replays there. We are live on IG. We are live on YouTube. So check us out live every Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Sorry, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. And be sure to follow us on all of our socials because we want to have you along for the ride. Tell me what is going on, girl.
Girl, it is a ride indeed. Hello, everyone. My name is Telly. I'm also a proud member of the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew, and the crew went through it this week. There is so much foolishness out there. It's amazing how much gifting the internet's been gifting. It's just overtly gifting. It's giving so much that we can't even contain the gifts. And we're gonna get right into it. Shiva girl, tell them who you are and tell them how you are doing in this weird, very strange world.
I've brought my mic close so that you guys can hear every word that I'm going to say on this episode. Because Lord, have His mercy. So, I am Toshiba. They call me Shiba. I am the final female member of the crew, and we are hoping our male correspondent is able to join us in the chat and for his 3 minutes, because there is a lot to cover. And honestly, we're just going to go right into it. This video, I don't think, needs a lot of introduction. You are going to find this story very, very interesting. You are actually going to also learn some new words. We certainly learned some new words from this story, and we want to share it because this is what we do with all of you. So introducing our first clip here.
Health, but
Well done.
I just want something that tells me I'm in good health, but I'm sterile. I'm like, I got 3 kids. I don't make no damn sense to me. I understand I'm sterile. I don't know. It blows my mind. I got 3 kids. One's 15, one's 12, one's 7. So I'm like, I don't understand that. So anyway, I go home and I start thinking. But I started thinking about the fact that every time you watch, like ancestry.com commercials, they come on, and my wife kind of always turns the channel. I'm like, why you always still there? I noticed you always turn the channel. She's like, those are stupid. They don't even work. And I'm like, anyway, I started really thinking. I'm like, I'm sterile, and the doctor said I've always been sterile. It's like it's not like something that it's always been since genetically since I was born. I started thinking, I'm like, man, I'm going to have to go ahead and accept it. I really didn't want to. I wanted to believe that my wife wouldn't do this to me, but I have to. I can't accept it. So I secretly get a little sample of all in. I go to the damn, the ancestry.com place or whatever. And anyway, get it tested. Then I think about this. My wife got a birthday coming up. We're going to throw this big birthday bash. She already been planned on it. So, basically, I get the whole birthday and then basically what happens is I get all of our families there, birthday bash, I get the talking to mixologist in town. Chief police comes because he works for my wife sometimes in her company. So chief police, it's a whole big thing, you know. I want to make a big splash. It's a birthday, you see. So what ends up happening at a certain point, we bring the big birthday cake. You know, big birthday cakes you see on TV movies. Got one of those big ones. And then I had a woman come out and on the sign that said, "You lying me." And it blew everyone's mind. They were reminded, what is this about? What is this about? And I was like, you know what this is about? It's about the fact that it's Saturday Solomon. It's his son. Hey, love, meet your daddy right here. I should have had to tell him, this is your dad. Chief police say, this is your, so 15-year-old mixologist, that's his dad. Chief police, 12-year-old, that's his dad. And I mean, I was hurt. I was hurt. I mean, I was so hurt. I just had to take my car. I couldn't be in this house. I couldn't be around her. All these lies. I mean, I've been raising these kids for 15 years. There's no way they're mine. They're not. I'm sure out. So basically, I just, you know, I'm in my car. I'm sitting in my car, going to work, doing the normal thing I do. And I just was, you know, running into different issues. It's telling me that I need to go. I really need to go back to church. You know, I just really need to do that. And I was getting some good, like the preacher and a lot of different people giving me some good advice and some good guidance, kind of helping me to understand that, you know, it's not the kids' fault. You know, you've been there for the kids, you know what I mean? And, you know, then I just start finding out there's some problems. Kids have problems in school because their dad's not there. He's having their dad 15 years. I haven't been there, you know. So I start going back, you know, being there for my kids and everything like that or whatever, but I had to let her know. Like, I don't know if we can work this out. I don't know. I mean, possibly, but I'm here for my kids. I'm going to try to be here for my kids because I feel like it's the right thing to do. It's what God wants me to do, you know, and I think it's the best thing to do. So that's what I decided. Later on, I found out because I didn't have a 7-year-old. We didn't know who his dad was. So basically, after a certain amount of time with the Ancestry.com, like other people will get tested and everything like that or whatever. And then I got an alert, an email alert. I'm like, really? So you kind of find out that it's an NBA Hall of Famers. I'm like, I was tripping. I'm like, this can't be the case. I'm going to answer. I'm like, who's his dad? She's like, yes, that's his. I'm like, my son. Man, I'm the ball, and I ain't got to have that, you know. But yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is, me and my wife are still trying to work things out. I moved back in, but I'm not really in the same room. You know, luckily we have multiple rooms. So there's my kids, even though they're not my kids, but they are my kids. I'm doing the best that I can with this whole situation. One thing I'm not going to do.
Oh my God.
So just so that we're clear, this man is sterile, not sterile. So I just want to be clear. His sterile means that he's sterile, which means that he was unable to have children. He's been married to his wife, who gave him 3 children, all 3 of whom were clearly not his, and all 3 belong to 3 different men. Ladies, and Rob in the comments.
Yes, Rob is in the comments. He says, oh yeah, I saw this during the week, shaking my head. So here's the thing that I have to say. I want to make sure that people know that this is clear. She lied to him that these kids, she knew very well that these kids were not his, and lied about it for over 15 years. And his entire family knew that he was sterile. So how?
That's the dry part. She knew she could get away with it.
Yeah, she knew that he was,
because this man doesn't believe in going to a doctor.
Right. He like being married for 15, 16 years, and then he was like, it's time for me to go to the doctor.
No.
And that's when the doctor was like, I'm not sure if you're aware, but
you can have kids.
You can't father children. You've never been able to. It's impossible. There is no way. And this man's like, but I have 3 kids.
Not your kids, dumbass.
And then he has a party to out his wife.
It's a big old party too, eh?
Right?
Popping out a cake.
I know that's
That's
there.
kinda
I was
fake.
like,
That's a bit much.
Some people are wondering if this guy was actually auditioning for a TV movie, which
for a Tyler Perry film.
Not Scooby.
Not Scooby.
But what is funny about it is I do want to, and Tali, I want to hear what you've got to say, but okay, he finds out that the last born, the 7-year-old, is the son of an NBA Hall of Famer. And even after learning that, he decides he's going to move back into the house with his cheating and lying wife to raise his kids.
His kids
That aren't his. And he's gonna work, go spend all his money on kids that aren't his, when these kids have chief of police,
good money,
a mixologist,
the most
and
popular mixologist in town, by the way.
Right? And an NBA Hall of Famer.
Kids are rolling in the dough.
These 3 men have money to raise their kids. And you're gonna raise them?
He's gonna raise
because
them.
you went to church and had a
the church people told him that he needs to work it out. Church people.
I don't know what kind of church.
I don't know what church that is either.
Because most churches would have been like, you need to leave that woman.
Leave. He must have no one else to go. Either no friends, no money saved to get his own place. There's got to be like this deeper than the kids. He's not he has nowhere to go. That's why he's moving back in with his wife, because he's living in his car. He's like moving in for the children. He's moving in because he's like, yo, I got nowhere else to go. It's either the Toyota Camry or the house with this cheating, lying woman. I must go back to the house and pretend that I love these kids that aren't mine. Listen, yo, this man has no money. That's why he's gone back to the cheating wife. That's what I feel.
I will say this. I am so happy God made me a woman and not a man.
Girl.
Listen, I give him all of the credit in the world for thinking that was a possibility of now going in and continuing to raise, again, children that are not his by 3 different men who make very good. Chief of police, who's making high 6 figures. Right? NBA Hall of Famer. He's making 7, 8 figures, and the mixologist, again, 6 figures. So you've got all of these 6-figure plus men who your wife was giving out her cooch to, and you think you're going back into the home to. If that was my son, I would have just gotten his stuff and he would have moved immediately. I'm bringing my son home. What is Robbie 3 times saying?
Rob is saying, I don't know how he's thinking that's gonna work. Ask your mama. I mean,
facts.
I mean,
men. So, lesson to men: please start going to doctors and finding out your health status. It's just very simple. Know your own health. Right? This includes my own, who's online, who doesn't go to doctors, but know your own health, okay? Because women out here are tricky these days.
Very tricky.
Very tricky. So, know your status.
Know your status.
It's just that simple. And we're.
I wonder, like, how he even. He even did. Like, did someone just ask him out of the blue? Like, why is he's being interviewed by somebody? Like, how did this even?
Yeah, the origins of this story.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
You know what's so funny? But you know what happens? Sometimes it's easier to tell these stories to strangers, right? Because
that's true.
Who knows? He's just like, I want to let this out. This is ridiculous. Because again, the people in his life are probably like, be the better man. Go ahead. Stay with her. You've already been here. You're the only father they know. Like, you're a great man. You're gonna be better. God is gonna love you. You're gonna go to heaven. Like, it sounds like that's the messaging he's getting. And he just wanted to tell this stranger on the street that my wife is a whole bag. Yes, this is legit.
pretty much.
You know what? I hope
Pretty
that
much.
this guy has seen the reaction from people in comments, people on blogs, and realizes that, hey, you know what? I get it. You care about these kids because you have raised them, especially the 15-year-old for
15
almost
years.
into adulthood. You will. But sir, you cannot be in this house living with this woman and raising these kids like nothing happened.
Final
That-
comment.
yeah.
Listen, it was one thing if all 3 kids belonged to one man.
Right.
But for her to be just doling out coochie here, there, and again, that's just 3 men. Imagine all the other men she didn't actually get pregnant for.
That whole part.
Or didn't keep the baby.
Holding a lie like that's big for that many years. Like, how could you even live in the same house with her?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
We're on the same track. How do you even sleep in the same bed with her and stay in the same house? Like, this woman hates you. She has ill intentions.
She's like a sociopath. She's like a socio.
Run, sir.
Yeah, he needs to run.
Yeah, he should.
He needs to figure a way out. Like, move beyond your Toyota Camry and move out of this house. Drive your.
There's got to be a state that's cheaper than wherever he's living. Right?
Yeah, like find the cheapest state in the U.S. and go there.
Like,
there's got to be somewhere else you can go, sir.
Yeah.
So we're done.
Well.
Brent. So that's our final comments with you, sir, Brent. Now this. I have no words for this. Let's just say when you're trying to enjoy the delicacies from another country, make sure you're clear on all of the ingredients. Because this lady here was just trying to enjoy an American delicacy, and we'll see what happens with her.
Oh, dear.
Introducing PB and J. Okay.
Today I'm trying American favorite sandwich. PB and J. Okay, so I just came from the store and I got nature on bread. The wheat bread is more healthy for you, and I have peanut butter and I got the Thai brand dairy. So let's make a sandwich. I've never had this kind of sandwich before in my country, but I think it cool and have its own song, and I finally can sing it and know what I'm happy for, because they say peanut butter jam time, peanut butter jam time, peanut butter and baseball bat.
I'm so happy.
I think that's good. Peanut butter gel time. It smells good. I didn't want white bread because I want to be healthy, but I heard it might not taste good because it's wheat bread. But
Man.
Just in case you missed it,
Man.
just so we're clear about what happened, she was trying to make a peanut butter and jelly, or really jam, because we call it jam, sandwich. So she got some bread, some Jif peanut butter, but instead of jelly, what she got was KY jelly, which is lubricant that you use when you're going to have sexual activity. She then put all of this together and made herself her.
She made a sandwich.
She made one hell of a sandwich.
She said it smelled good, and then attempted to eat it and realized immediately
that it's not the same jelly. But I got a question. This is the year 2023, right?
Apparently.
Yes, ma'am.
And there is something called the internet, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And there are photos on the internet and videos on how to make things, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So the same phone she's recording this with to make this stupid TikTok or IG reel, you can have taken the same device to look up what jelly to use.
Here's my thing.
What possesses this one to use
a great
a
point.
sex jelly? What part? Like, when you went into the market, man, with your little dance hair, and why did you decide to go to the pharmacy part and think, oh, this must be the American jelly that the Americans use? Ma'am.
Here's my thing.
Ma'am.
Truly.
Ma'am.
Did she not just read the label? I mean, I know, and I do know this, that sometimes when you're dealing with, speaking as a child of immigrant parents, I do know that they do tend sometimes to not read things. They just presume that, oh, this is yellow, that means that it's banana flavor.
But it wasn't even
And it's like,
clear.
I know, but you know what I mean, though? Like, first of all, even if I was illiterate and couldn't read, as soon as I start squeezing it out on the bread, I would have seen the color and I would have been like,
Ain't no jam.
this doesn't look right.
No jelly. It's a jelly, but not that kind of jelly.
So, I don't know.
Ma'am.
Some people, I guess, would say she did it for the
Critics.
but she could be capping.
Well, it's funny because somebody in the comments said this is what Americans get for calling it PB and jelly instead of jam. It's peanut butter and jam.
And jam.
And maybe
Well,
that's
that's
where
what
her confusion
Canadians
is.
call it.
Because jam says jam on it. I don't think it says jelly. It says jam. So
It
that's
does.
why she got, if let's assume this is real. That's why she got jelly, because the song says peanut butter and jelly. What she doesn't realize, it's jam. PB and J is jam, it's not jelly. But Rob, what does Robert have to say?
So Rob is saying, what kind of idiot doesn't know how to make a PB and J? Did you even wonder why the jelly was in the pharmacy section?
Thank you.
Robert,
Thank
and
you,
I
Rob.
just explained.
Thank
because
you.
the poor woman is confused by your
Any
American
idiot would
people
see.
Like, she is choosing not to read.
not jam.
But even an illiterate person would say, why would the pharmacy have jelly right next to the condoms? Why? Like, it doesn't put two and two. It doesn't make sense.
And I'm treading lightly here because I don't want to say anything that would come across as
right,
like racist or anything like that.
I'm gonna show you the problem. This is why I am actually with this lady. When you buy the quote unquote jelly, what it says here is Smucker's jam. It does not say jelly. The only thing in the store that says jelly actually is the KY jelly. And the Americans just call it peanut butter and jam, where the rest of us know. This poor Asian lady doesn't know that it's not. I'm with her. Americans, do better. Call it peanut butter and jam.
Guys, I'm not with this lady. No, I'm not with her because there's something called the internet and it has pictures and all. And you watch a YouTube video how to make a peanut butter and jelly. Go on YouTube, ma'am, and look for yourself to see what the jelly looks like. And when you see that it's red or burgundy or ox blood, whatever color you want to call it, you'll see it's a different color than the clear KY jelly.
Yeah, I feel that.
Respectfully.
I do feel that.
Ma'am. No, I can't.
I don't understand how she really missed the mark.
I can't side with this
Peanut butter
woman.
and jam sandwiches have been around before prostitution.
Nope, call it jellies, call it jam. They both look like red. Ma'am, the same phone you're using to film this TikTok is the same phone you could have used to go on YouTube and look up how to make a PB&J.
I will give you that.
Use your eyes to see how it's made.
I will say, as an immigrant to this country, there were years I didn't know the similarities between certain things. For years, I didn't know scallion is basically the same thing as green onion. So I would go to the store and ask people for scallion. They looked at me weird, and I did eventually go to the internet and say, I don't understand because people are telling me scallion is in the store, but nobody knows what scallion is. And then I found the different names for this.
Because you went to the internet.
So
That's all this lady had to do.
Yeah.
Just go on YouTube.
But I will give it that. I mean, I lived in this country for probably probably 15, 20 years before I actually realized, I won't lie, because I was like, this don't make no sense. How come when I go to the West Indian store, they know what scallion is, but I come to these other people in the store and they're looking at me crazy. I know they sell scallion in Canada. So
yeah, I
I'm
feel
sorry you had to eat the KY jelly instead of the jam.
Well, I hope she ate the whole thing.
I doubt it.
She certainly
And
did
next
not.
time when you want to learn how to make something, go online, look at pictures, do your research, ma'am. That goes for everybody. Because this could fine. Okay, fine. Let's say this could happen to anybody. But that's why you have a brain. You go online and look things up. It's not that difficult.
Yeah,
everyone uses the internet for everything else. It's a knowledge base. It's full of knowledge to learn how to make a proper PB&J. So hopefully this woman will come back again with a better sandwich.
So we're done because Telly is done with her. So we're gonna move on.
I'm totally done with this one. I wish her nothing. I wish her nothing. Girl.
This next clip, I had to watch it 3 times to realize why this incident happened. Let's just say that when you go to the zoo or around animals, just be careful. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna, hopefully you can see this pretty big, and we're gonna play this a couple times. So we're gonna play it again because I had the
Oh dear.
Play it just so you see it. So
that was a
for
good
those
box
on the radio,
too.
what it is there are a group of friends or siblings who are at what appears to be like an outdoor zoo, and two of the friends or siblings are basically petting this elephant and touching the elephant. The third sibling or friend decided that she was going to do what we do in today's society. Instead of enjoying the moment, she was going to take out her phone and either capture the animal or try to. He or she was not having it today, and the elephant took its trunk and politely moved her out of the way with it, and she swung to the other side. He or she was not with the shit.
Nope.
Rob says people will soon learn to leave elephants alone. They have had enough.
I agree.
And I agree.
I stand with these elephants. People are here abusing them. Like, they already have a hard enough time with their trunks. And now you want to come with your little Instagram foolishness to take a photo and show everyone, look how close I am to the elephant.
Yeah, I don't understand this whole
the
culture.
animals alone.
This is the same culture as to why people are going out in the wilderness and killing tigers and then taking pictures for fun.
Yeah, that's just horrible.
Like,
come on.
What? This elephant probably is traumatized. Maybe the poor thing has had a gun, held to its head, and this poor animal. So now it's in captivity, and it's like there's another human holding up something towards me, looking like they're gonna hurt me. Elephant took charge. It's like those dolphins the other day that were teaching each other how to attack a boat.
Yeah,
that was like a
stay out of their territory. Stay out of their territory. People need to remember elephants. Remember that one elephant that went to the woman's funeral?
Yes.
Oh, right. You ruined it.
Yes.
Dug up the body and flung it. That girl is lucky she's got slapped in the face. The elephant kid's done a lot worse. Could wrap his little trunk around her whole body and just
flung her.
Elephants are said to have some of the best memories. So when you hear someone say you have a memory like an elephant, it's because it's been reported that elephants have some of the best memories. So they probably also have some of the highest rates of PTSD because they have flashbacks to memories of people trying to arm them. Just go enjoy. You don't need to take up your phone. You know what we have? We've got these things and they're called brains. And they capture things, and we hold on to them, and we lock them away, and then we have them as memories, and then we can talk about them. Not everything needs to be in a picture.
Right. And
girl, one more time for the people that still don't get it.
Not everything needs to be captured on film, everybody. You don't have to take a picture for everything.
Yeah.
Because you've got a brain, and you got eyes, and you've got a memory. That's what we have as humans. Just enjoy the moment. Because,
Yeah,
or, you know,
that's
you get
all.
slapped up by an elephant's trunk. So there we go.
And, you know, my thing is always,
Agreed.
okay, fine, you want to take a video or picture, do it at a distance. Like, all the professionals say this about animals, you know, 10 feet, 20 feet away. Like, if you want to take
Out
a
of their
photo.
territory.
Right.
Like
Don't be up in their face.
Yeah. Personal space.
Because imagine somebody in your face right here. Just like,
Right.
Imagine?
No.
Oh,
Right?
No. Get out of my face.
Exactly.
The elephant
No,
said,
thank
"Come on,
you.
Yes." That's what he said. The elephant turned real patois, real yachty, and said, "Come on, Tamafias."
Listen, that's a
And then-
Jamaican elephant.
Jamaican elephant.
Jamaican elephant.
By the way, the only
Listen.
elephants you'll see in Jamaica are at the zoo. Just so you all know. So don't be planning
Yeah, don't
tours
go out
to
there
see elephants
thinking-
in Jamaica.
Robbie, 3 times, can you confirm whether or not you will be able to come on for your 3 minutes? Because if you are, now is the perfect time to join us and do your 3 minutes. Just confirm in the chat that you'll be on. If not, we're actually going to move on to a 4th story this segment because we have a lot to get through. So confirm, Robbie, 3 times. What you doing? Microphone 1 2 1 2 1 2 5 4 3 2 1. Okay, we don't hear from you, so we are going to move on to this interesting story here. Let's just say, apparently in America, reverse racism is now the topic in 2024. So we're going to sit here and I'm going to read what this says. It says, Starbucks ordered to pay over $25 million to a manager who says she was fired for being white. So repeat, Starbucks is to pay $25 million to a manager who claims that she was fired for being white. We're going to get into it. But ladies, you remember the incident where the young Black investors were asked to leave a store? Well, apparently this lady here was the district manager for said store. And this is what she has to say. A jury has found in favor of a former Starbucks regional director, Shannon Phillips, who sued the company for wrongfully firing her. She claims she was terminated for being white. Phillips worked for Starbucks for about 13 years and managed a region of stores in the area. She was fired after the arrest of 2 Black men at a Philadelphia Starbucks in April 2018. The jury returned a verdict of $25.6 million, including $25 million for punitive damages and $600,000 in compensatory damages.
So I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to say it because this is foolishness.
This is pure
But
foolishness.
she was fired because she acted in racism,
Right.
not because she's white. However, the lawyer that she's got is damn good and will be very busy for the next couple of years trying to prove the same case.
Yeah.
So someone in the comments, and I'm going to say 2 things. So someone in the comments tried to make a point that the reason they awarded her this much is because the store manager who did kick the young men out were not fired, but she was. Now, as someone who has been a regional manager, aka regional director of a region, you are responsible for training all of the people within your region. And therefore, an investigation would have been launched, which would have shown that Shannon Phillips, likely was someone who advised her staff, because they report into her, the process of what to do and what not to do. I don't think Starbucks has jumped and said, you're the regional director, and that's the only reason they fired her. They fired her because it would have been clearly shown that there was some directive on her part to act in the manner in which this store owner, manager, whomever, the store manager, staff, whomever was, kicked these men out. Let me just give this some perspective. Philando Castile, the Black gentleman, for those who don't recall the name, you should, who was killed in his car on Facebook Live while his fiance and child in the car watched. That family was awarded $3 million. Because, like they like to say, we get a jury of your peers in order. So a jury of her peers decided that her being fired from a Starbucks regional director job was worth $25 million in punitive damage. But a gentleman who was killed in front of his child and fiance, oh no, his life was only worth $3 million.
Yep.
Well,
sounds about white.
Yeah, I mean, the system, this is just another
day
point added
racism
to
paradise.
the system just not being okay.
It's not meant for us. Period.
So we're done. We actually have
that's it. There's nothing else to say.
We have nothing else because we actually have a jam-packed next segment, I should say. So before we get into that, we're going to take a mid-show break, and Garcia is going to talk to the people.
Yes, hello. Just want to say to Rob, we're thinking of you as you're in this storm that you seem to be in.
Oh, dude.
Power out.
Hope you have lots of flashlights.
Yeah, I hope it's all good over there. And welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on these deep, dark internets. Check us out on Radio Region, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Yes, we are on Internet Radio, Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So check us out there. Also, we are live on IG. We are live on YouTube. So check us out 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday to check us out live. Join us. Be in the comments. We want to hear from you. And yeah, that's it. Let's get on with the rest of this crazy show.
Crazy madness going on our planet.
All I have to say for this one is viewer discretion is advised. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna pause this, and I'm just gonna start reading the article, which it took me about a day or so to read. And when I finally did, I couldn't unread it. And I'm going to share this all with you. So what this is up here is Penn State professor charged with sexual acts involving dog in Pennsylvania state forest. In a disturbing turn of events, an acclaimed professor at Pennsylvania State University is now at the center of serious allegations. Themis Matsoukas, age 64, has been accused of engaging in sexually explicit acts with his own dog in a state forest. Security camera footage from Pennsylvania Rock State Forest captured Matsoukas in a compromising position, naked except for a ski mask, a backpack, socks, and hiking boots. Initially, the cameras were set up to catch suspected thieves, but instead they uncovered a horrifying discovery. The video footage showed Matsoukas recording himself performing lewd acts with his colleague. He was swiftly charged with several offenses, including open lewdness, indecent exposure, sexual intercourse with an animal, cruelty to animals, and disorderly conduct. Authorities were able to identify Matsoukas by matching the backpack. The professor also allegedly told investigators, "You don't understand. I do it to blow off steam."
I think they should take that $25 million from that lady and give it to the dog. Thank you. I think the dog deserves it more. Thank you. Than this disgusting man. That dog needs therapy.
Yeah,
I need therapy just hearing it.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about this story other than, this is just, first of all, you're supposed to be a stand-up person to the community. You are a professor. You are supposed to be an example to young people to be better people. And you're doing literally the worst, most horrific, horrible thing that it's just like, I know even on our planning call, we were like,
nope.
Like, what? under the prison, under the
prison,
graveyard,
under hell,
like
so
he
under.
deserves the worst.
Wow. You're used to hearing the stories about them having affairs with their students, and sadly, that's normal. But when you get animals involved, that's just a whole new low. Animals and children,
you thought you were going to get away with it.
And why did he took all his clothes and just had on a backpack? You know what?
Why are we?
Let's keep this party going.
Yeah, and then your excuse.
That's not.
No.
I have nothing regarding
No.
And Rob also says nope.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. No. We're moving on.
Okay. Mothers, teach your sons. Fathers, teach your sons. This story here is okay. I'm gonna put the first one up here, and I actually titled this "Idiot" because what this young man decided to do makes me think he's a idiot. So what this up here says, it's just scrolling through. Sorry, let me get back to the original one so we can have it up here, and then I will pause it. So here we go. This man here, this is the man. Oh Lord, let me pause it. So this is the face of a man who decided to kill his rival in a way over a joke that was directed towards his girlfriend on Facebook. So he put up a picture of him and his girlfriend on Facebook. The victim made some comments under that picture. There were some words exchanged, and he then decided, there's an article, I might read a little bit of it, but he decided to go and shoot up the gentleman who left the picture under the girlfriend's comments. I am now going to show you 2 months later what the girlfriend is doing. This is the girlfriend with her new boyfriend. Let me show that again. 2 months later, this is the girlfriend with her new boyfriend.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing, young people.
That's what it is.
And this is Auntie Garcia coming in full effect. Social media is fake. It's not real. Someone makes a comment. Oh, well. You move on. You block them. You delete the comment. You move on. This young man took the comment so seriously.
Really.
He really had to go out there. I don't even know how he got this done. He went out there, shot someone for foolishness. And while he's sitting in jail rotting on probably a life sentence because he killed somebody. And that's like a premeditated situation. That's like second-degree murder, at least. 2 months while he's in the prison, wasting away, the girlfriend that he killed for, the girlfriend that's supposed to love him unconditionally, y'all, within weeks, found a new man, is now out here on these internets picking up new mud.
I don't blame her. I don't blame her one bit. Because she didn't tell him to go shoot, man.
She did not.
You took this upon yourself, sir, and now I'm supposed to sit here and wait for you to come out when you're serving like a life sentence. For all I know, I'm moving on too.
So
this is not Romeo and Juliet. This is not Shakespeare.
Agreed. Now here's the best part. So after the whole exchange, they decided that they were going to meet at a park and fight. Like this, I'm assuming, because again, we're women of a certain age. We remember when people fought at our school, they were fist fighting, right? It was fist fighting. There was ooh ah, oh you got him. And then people got up, dusted themselves off, and they went on their way. It generally didn't lead to anything fatal, just some embarrassment. So I guess they thought they were going to fist fight, but my man over here decided he was going to show up with an AK-47.
That's a little bit bigger than a handgun. He came packing. He was ready to kill.
He was ready, girl.
He came in John Wick mode. Okay, sir.
He was going to kill all the witnesses too.
We probably would have killed the girlfriend too. She was probably next. Listen, under the prison you go. With that long hair, just go under the prison. He's gonna have a good time with Biff.
Yep.
Biff for you, sir.
And let's also just show the picture of the young man he decided to
right.
kill.
He felt so quick to shoot off. Oh,
yeah,
that's a shame.
It's a shame.
So let's also remind
we're a girl.
Facebook comment.
A Facebook comment. It meant nothing.
Let's see the new boyfriend though. Let's compare the new boyfriend. Okay, new boyfriend.
Well, they're both black.
And exactly. And boy killed, right?
Aww,
so
yeah,
that's a shame.
Probably had a type that wasn't her boyfriend, and he knew this and decided to go and so rest in peace, young man.
Yeah.
This young man.
That's a shame.
Let me get his first name. His last name is Fitzgerald because we don't even want to talk about that guy. I believe it's Craig. Isaiah Craig Fitzgerald is the young man who passed away for leaving a Facebook comment in Missouri on this young girl's photo and ended up losing his life despite the fact that she has since moved on after her boyfriend killed. Yet again, another young black life cut short over foolishness. So just kids.
Listen, respect to the kids that decided they're not going to sign up to things like Facebook.
Yeah, don't subscribe.
Thank you.
There are some that have decided, nah.
Like I
don't
always
take so
say,
seriously. It's just a comment. Let it go. Because at the same time that you scroll, everything goes in and out of your mind so quick. Like, don't turn to violence over the stupidest thing. It's not worth it. This idiot now is sitting in prison, probably the rest of his life. She has they were never married. She has a right to go and live her life. So, sir, it was not worth it.
They're 18.
Family is now grieving the loss of their son over a stupid, ridiculous comment. That's really sad.
This is what happens when we give our children smartphones that are smarter than them. But I digress. Moving on. We've got 2 more stories to go, and our last story, we're not even going to say a lot about the last story. We're just going to leave you with a song that we want you to remember. But before we get to the precious song that we hope you love as much as we do, we are going to bring you some church news.
Hallelujah!
And you're gonna find this church news here. Hopefully as interesting as we found it. And because you cannot read it, I'm going to, as usual, read it for you. And once again, shout out to 6 Brown Chicks for always bringing us the interesting stories. So I'm going to bring this up close because I want you to follow along. Let's go. I'm dating Michelle, a much older secretary at my church. She's a mature woman with big perfume breasts, and according to him, big perfume breasts are my kink. I'm a custodian at the church. Michelle threatened to expose our relationship if I don't leave my wife and make her an honest woman in our church. I broke into Michelle's phone and found 2 other married churchgoers she's been seeing. I set up a meeting for us to come together to expose her. Only one guy showed up with an aluminum bat, and he threatened to harm me if I ever contacted him again. Black men do not cheat, he said, with the bat pressed in my chest. I reluctantly agreed. Michelle means a lot to me, but I may not survive a divorce. My wife has a history of violence. We have a special church program on Juneteenth, and Michelle says she'll be making an announcement about our entanglement to the congregation. So I'm running out of time. What the F to do? Question mark.
I'm sorry. His wife has an anger management problem. He's cheating. Wait, Juneteenth passed. That means he's probably dead. I wish that they did a continuation to find out what happened to this man. What to do?
I'm just always going to say the same thing all the time when it comes to six brown chicks and people reaching out to them.
Don't.
Just now. Just now?
Yep.
You decide to ask for advice.
Yes. I'm already at the crap. That's what I'm going to ask.
When Michelle and you first started getting together with her perfumed boobs.
I'm sorry. That part took me out. Like, perfumed boobs.
Yeah, she's an older woman. So
her boobs are puffy.
You know how those ladies are. They the baby powder.
The baby powder and they powder it up. That is not cute. I don't care what any of these old women. That is not cute, but go ahead.
And you always knew that your wife had a
anger management problem.
Past, but you were okay until Michelle said, I'm going to tell everyone and you're going to make me an honest woman. The thing is, it's funny, how she going to be an honest woman when she has Twitter, man? But anyways.
Take it to the altar and pray.
But anyways, sir.
I have some advice.
Out yourself. You know what my advice to him is? Out yourself.
That is actually some good advice. I have some advice. Let's start with number one. Maybe not choose women with violence as part of the descriptor that you use for them as a wife. Now, if you ignore number one, number two, it is unwise to cheat on a woman who you would describe as being violent. If you ignore number two, number three, how about you do not cheat with someone who goes to the same church as you and your violent wife? Number four, if you ignore the three, how about you not reach out to other men who she cheated with, thinking that they're going to come together to help you to out themselves?
He thought that they were like the Care Bears. He thought Care Bears share. Let's all come together.
Care Bears, girl. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is not the Care Bears countdown.
He thought that if we all come together,
girl, I'm done with you.
we can take down evil Michelle, because Lord knows she's forcing us to have these affairs with her.
I'm done,
and we have no control over this situation.
My advice to this man is to get a bat
and out himself.
And out
during testimony, when
testify,
get up and be like, "I have
praise Lord, everyone." As long as the pastor knows that I've sinned. I'm having an affair with the secretary, Sister Michelle,
with the elderly secretary,
with the powder boobs, and she's also sleeping with Brother Carl and Brother Dwayne. So I'm just coming clean now because I want my soul to be right with God.
Right.
So when the trumpet sounds, if I can be on my way to glory.
And if I'm missing, my wife did it.
Yeah, when I go missing, my wife. So see, he covered all the bases. Testify, sir. Testify. Come on now. What?
Then put it up on, get someone to put it up on as a TikTok and everything so it spreads wide so we all know the story.
But I think he's dead. Because
but he's already dead.
I think that his wife will be killed on Juneteenth. Because that's when he said it was about to go down. That's when Michelle was going to reveal to the congregation
the entanglement.
In this entanglement. I think he's dead.
Listen, and you do not mess with a woman who will go into church places to talk about entanglement. Okay? Because good Christian women, first of all, don't get themselves involved in entanglement.
And when that is not holy.
involved in entanglements, they don't go tell the whole church congregation that they're in an entanglement.
Yeah, I don't understand why she wants to be an honest woman and
When
say,
she's still not honest with the two men she
yeah,
has.
this is not like you having an affair with one man. You are out here with
It's not
probably
exclusive.
even more than the two men because you only
True.
found two.
True.
Could have been more.
Maybe the plot thickens. Maybe there'll be a continuation.
We
Yeah,
hope
I
not.
don't care wherever you are. Just let us know you're okay.
No, he's not. He's not okay.
I think he's dead. I still
He's not
think
okay.
up
He's
at the Juneteenth celebration.
He's you know when they show those vaccination cartoons and you remember one hand was here and the foot was here in a cast. That is probably my custodian friend there after his wife find
Rest
out
in
about
peace,
it.
dude.
And not only the wife, but because if you get up and testify, then Brother Dewey and Brother Isaac. but we digress. Before we go today, we are going to make sure that we leave you with some music.
Yes, this is a treat.
We don't do this. This is a treat. This is a special treat for
Special
all of
treat.
you. And we care about our audience so much that we felt the need after hearing this beautiful music that we must share it with you. So yes,
Right, we're spreading the joy because we had to hear it. Well, we had to hear it. So why should we suffer alone?
Please don't leave the show because of this. I know that you'll be like, what is this?
No, what are you guys
And also know that we are
everything?
fans of the original, not of this.
This was amazing. Let's begin. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
How would you like it if I came over with my clique? Don't try to change
Click.
it now. See you got bounce. Once you're taking some gold, said you just got in the house. It's hard to believe that you're home by yourself. And I just heard the voice of someone else. Just this question, why do you feel you gotta lie? You gotta be game. When you cannot say my name, noticing that I'm assuming someone else is wasting. There shouldn't be no reason why you're acting strange. Nobody's holding you back from me. I know how you used to do. Saying everything to me sounds too. Why can't you just tell the truth? If somebody said and tell me who. Say my name, say my name. No one is around you. Say baby, I love you. If you ain't finding game, say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady. They calling me baby. What is sudden change? Say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say baby, I love you. If you ain't finding game, say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady. They calling me baby. Better say my name.
That was fantastic. I don't know about you, but that was
You don't know about us, well, girl. We're gonna go overtime tonight because this is ridiculous.
What in the unseasoned chicken was that?
It was mashed potatoes with raisins in it.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
That was actually really bad. Even for and I'm not even going to say it's a race thing because I was just like Christina Aguilera, Celine Dion, Ariana Grande. They would never.
Adele would never do this.
They would never.
No, they would never.
Kelly Clarkson, she would never.
No, they sold it up. I don't sure what Ashley Tisdale and her friend. I don't know why they chose violence. As if
one of the best-selling R&B songs in of the 90s, 2000s.
Yeah, I don't know
and that's how you decide to sing it.
Yes.
No,
Because they
no.
wanted you to say their name, and we just did.
Say my name, say my name.
Like, even for Ashley Tisdale, I was like, that's bad. Like,
And let me know, for those that don't know, Ashley Tisdale was a star on High School Musical.
yeah, like,
So what happened between then and
what
now?
happened?
Right,
Nobody
girl.
was saying her name, so she wanted you to say her name, and we just did 3 times.
People, I'm sure, are saying her name, but I don't think they're saying her name in a good way.
I have never heard singing sound like I imagine unseasoned chicken tasting, right?
Yeah.
We season our chicken. So
Yeah, we have
don't
seasoned the chicken.
season the chicken. And I don't mean with salt and pepper. I mean with garlic and onion powder and paprika.
We like give it flavor.
Garlic powder.
Where was the flavor?
All-purpose seasoning.
All of the things, right? Like this is what
Yeah, this is not country.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Someone says it's not even country
It's
because
not.
it would have at least had some
BBQ sauce on it.
Exactly,
True.
Candy.
BBQ, right? Barbecue ribs.
Exactly, Candy. You're so
Pure
right.
fire.
That wasn't country.
That
was
wasn't
bad.
country.
That was bad.
It wasn't even folk music. To be honest, I don't know what that was.
It wasn't good.
I know it was really bad.
Unseasoned chicken in the version of music.
It was boiled
Don't
chicken.
do it again.
That's it. Just boiled.
Yeah, boiled
Boiled
chicken.
chicken. That's what that was.
Boiled
No
chicken,
salt, no pepper, no nothing. Just
nothing.
boiled.
Just and then put it on the plate. Because that was not it. We are done. We never want to hear this again. We had to share it with you because we are kind with ladies and we wanted to share this entertainment with you, but we're done. It's over. Season your food, people. That is it. That was we got nothing. And we're done. So Tally. This was a long show. You're gonna go ahead and talk to the people then and take us out for tonight.
We want to thank you guys so much for listening and for watching. We apologize if your ears are bleeding. We did not mean to give you any painful harm. We just that we heard it and we could we couldn't share the gift or the pain without you. So we have to share our pain with you. So now you know how we all feel when we felt or heard that. Thank you so much. Huge thank you to Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio, for giving us this platform to share the joy, the laughter, the pain. Make sure to listen to us this episode along with all of our award-winning episodes, replays every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go on Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Yes, and you can listen to all of our past episodes, award-winning content right there. Follow us on social media right here on Instagram and here on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up, turn on your notification bell, and give us a subscribe because you know we have that vibe. Thank you so much, everyone. You are the best. Thank you for listening, for carrying along with our antics. We got Kartia. I'm Telly. We got Queen Sheba, and then the ether, we got Robbie 1, 2, 3 times. And until next time, we're gonna go season up some chicken because clearly some people just don't know what they're doing. Taking a really good Destiny's Child classic and throwing it in our face, like we would just be like, "Oh yeah, that's all right." No, that's not all right. We don't accept that. No, we're not taking that. Take it back to the kitchen and put a whole heap of seasoning on it. Till next time, everyone. And I was like, season it. Like, put some garlic powder and get some bonnet. You know the bonnet peppers? Cut that up and saute. Get the jerk chicken sauce and jerk it up. That's what I'm talking about. Spice. We're done. Yes, girl.
Yes, go fix your jollof right now, Candy.
That spice going, girl.
Delicious.
All day, every day. That's what we're talking about.
Jollof
Real
rice
spice.
is hype.
It is actually nice. It's really good. Till next time, everyone.
Good night, all. Good night. Bye.